Okay? So now let's move on to the second example. So again, ang u natin, when we are given composite functions, is the inner function. In this situation, itong 10 raised to sine x, this is an example of a composite function wherein this time our inner function is sine x, and then our outer function is the base, which is 10. So dito, in this situation, ang ating magiging u ay yung sine x. Okay? So again, we'll just follow the steps that we have been using since before in the algebraic part. Ano? So, yun pa rin naman yung i-apply natin. Ngayon, if this was substituted by u, then there is a certain part that needs to be substituted with something as well. Okay? So, yung hindi natin napili, which in this case is cosine x dx, will get its substitution from the derivative. There goes the second step. Yun yung ating step 2 natin. Ano? So, let's solve for the derivative of u. The derivative of sine x is cosine x dx. Sorry, balik mo natin. Uy, bura ka. Yan. So, cosine x dx. Yan. Okay, so sakto naman, kasi supposedly, kung ano yung tira, we're supposed to get a substitution for that by equating the whole function to that particular value that was left. Okay? So dito, ang natira ay cosine x dx. So meaning, yun yung palalabasin natin do sa derivative. And incidentally, lumabas na sakto naman that after the derivative, lumabas na du is equal to cosine x dx. So what does this mean? This means that cosine x dx will just simply be substituted by du. Okay? So ngayon, we may now substitute the value. So let's substitute. So we'll have the integral of 10 raised to, instead of sine x, again, it was represented by u. So we'll have 10 raised to u. Okay? And then cosine x dx will be substituted by du. Yan. Kuha ba natin? Okay. Ngayon, again, ang goal natin in integration by substitution is for us to be able to apply the formulas. Ngayon, if we will look at this, 10 raised to u du, this looks exactly as this formula, the formula that we have for a raised to u. Kasi ang a natin dito, it stands for a constant, any constant, that is greater than 0 and not equal to 1. So meaning, pwede nating apply ang formula and the answer will be this side of the formula. Okay? So meaning, our answer here will be, applying the formula will be 10 raised to u over ln 10 plus c. However, for us to have the final answer, we should substitute the original u, or the one that was substituted, with u initially. So meaning, the actual answer is 10 raised to sine x over ln 10 plus c. Okay? So this is our final answer. Okay natin? So again, when we are dealing, kapag naman tayo nagde-deal or when we are referring to exponential functions, ito naman very, very obvious na usually yung ating u. Aside from that, it is the inner function. What we choose to be u, kapag tayo namimili ng u, one consideration that we may take or one consideration that we may apply is that kapag pinili natin to, let's say ito, sine x, we chose sine x as our u, right? So we are, or we should expect it to appear in the, we should expect it, or the derivative of that should appear in the derivative, or yung tira dapat lalabas sa derivative ng pinili natin. So that's one way also that we may consider in sa pagpili ng u. Okay? Now let's move on to the next example. Ngayon on this one, ito naman, very obvious. Which do you think will be our u here? Obviously, ang ating magiging u ay ito, yung 1 minus 1/3 x cubed. Okay? So again, aside from the u natin is the inner function, and that pag pumipili tayo, we should expect na yung tira ay lalabas sa derivative. Usually, ang ating u ay yung mas complicated and mas mataas ang degree. Okay? Especially when we are dealing with tawag dito, algebraic functions. So yun pa yung isang consideration natin sa pagpili ng u. Okay? So like in the situation, obviously ang ating magiging u dito ay dito natin sagutan sa tabi ha. Kasi I will ask you to answer later something. So ang ating magiging u ay yung 1 minus 1/3 x cubed. And then since that will be our u representation, ang kailangan natin paltan or ang kailangan natin ng substitution is x squared dx. And where might we get the substitution for x squared dx? We might be able to get it from the derivative ng ating du. Okay? So paulit-ulit lang itong process natin. What we are doing is we are just giving you a lot of examples para madami kayong references pag binigyan natin na ito sa inyo sa exam. Ano? So here we'll have du is equal to the derivative of 1 minus 1/3 x cubed is negative x squared dx. Okay? Now, why is it negative x squared dx? Kasi ang derivative ng negative 1/3 x cubed, 3 times negative 1/3 is negative 1, and then minus 1 from the exponent. So we have negative x squared dx. However, what we need to substitute is not negative x squared dx as a whole. Ang kailangan lang natin palitan ay x squared dx na nandito naman. Kaso, may labis na negative, so we don't need that negative sign there. So what do? We have the option to divide both sides by negative 1, or we may multiply both sides by the negative sign. Bakit? By doing that, mawawala yung pagka-negative niya. Okay? Bakit? Kasi negative times negative, that'll be positive. Okay? So that negative value will be multiplied to both sides of the equation. So this time, it'll be negative du is equivalent to x squared dx. Okay? Ang ibig sabihin noon, yung x squared dx natin will replace it with negative du. Okay? So now after all the substitutions or all the representations are complete, the next thing to do is substitute these values. So next is we'll substitute 1 minus 1/3 x cubed with u, so it will become e raised to u. Then x squared dx will be substituted with negative du, wherein that negative sign is considered as a constant. So ibig sabihin, yung negative sign na yan, it will be brought outside as well. Okay? So it will be negative, the integral of e raised to u du. And again, the goal of integration by substitution is for us to be able to apply the formulas. And by doing that, and considering e raised to u du, pwede na nating i-apply ang formula nito kasi may kamukha na siyang formula. Ano? So now let's apply the formula. According to the formula, it will be the integral of e raised to u du is e raised to u plus c. And don't forget, you still have that negative sign outside. Ano? Leading us to an answer of, sorry, I apologize, napindot. So leading us to an answer of, yan, so, ano ba yun? Saan na? Ay, ito na. Yan, sorry. Nagkamali lang ng pindot. Ano, leading us to a final answer of e, negative e, raised to, again, ang ating u ay 1 minus 1/3 x cubed plus c. So this is our final answer. Yan. Kuha ba natin? Kuha natin. Okay, so again, same steps naman tayo. Again, ang first step natin is to choose a part of the function that will be represented by u. Second is to solve for the derivative of that. Bakit natin kailangan ang derivative? Kasi yung tira, malamang-lamang makukuha natin sa derivative. Then next is to substitute those values of u and du to the original function. Then after doing that, we're supposed to be able to apply the formula. How are we able to apply the formula if the given looks exactly the same as one of the formulas that was given? Okay? Then after that, you may integrate that already. And then don't forget to represent the answer, not in terms of u, but in terms of what was the original. Okay, so dapat ibalik natin yung original value. Kuha natin. Okay, so now as a sort of practice in this given problems that we have with us right now, so let's try to figure out the answer to the following. So let's say we have, wait, hanap tayo ng may talab-talab ng kaunti. Okay, so let's say we have, try to answer this. Given the integral of secant squared x 5 raised to tangent x dx. Okay? And try to figure out the answer to this one. So again, we have the integral of secant squared x 5 raised to tangent x dx. So sa inyo palagay, based on what we've been doing since last meeting natin and since yesterday, which part of the function here will be our u? Alin kaya magiging u natin dito? Anyone? Any idea? So again, if you have your answers, you may type your answer on our message box. But again, sa inyo palagay, what will be our U representation here? Yeah, it'll be tangent x. That's correct. Okay? Although we have two options here, we have an option to use secant squared x as our u. But again, we are dealing with a composite function here, which is 5 raised to 10x. And then again, when we are given composite function, usually, ang u natin ay yung inner function. And then that tangent x is our inner function. Okay? So try to figure out what the answer to this one. I'll give you 2 minutes to figure this out. And then after this, we'll move on to the next group of functions that we'll discuss, which is trigonometric functions. Okay? Go. 2 minutes. Pero once you have your answers already, you may type your answers already on our message box. Okay? And we have some answers here already. So we have 5 raised to tangent x ln over ln 5 plus c. So those answers are correct. Okay, so how were we able to get that answer? So again, ang u natin dito is tangent x. Okay? And then aside from tangent x, what needs to be substituted with something? Aside from tangent x, we need a substitution for secant squared x at saka dx. So where do we get the substitutions for that? We'll get it from the derivative. Okay? So let's solve for the derivative of u. So the derivative of u is du, while the derivative of tangent x is secant squared x dx, which incidentally is exactly the same as what we need to substitute. Okay? So now let's substitute. So we'll have, ano nga to? The integral of 5 raised to u, and then secant squared x dx will be substituted by du. And again, ang goal natin in the application of integration by substitution is for us to be able to apply the formulas. And if you look at here, this looks exactly the same as one of the formulas. Okay? So meaning, pwede na nating i-apply yung formula natin. So let's apply the formulas. So it'll be, by applying the formulas, the answer will be 5 raised to u over ln 5 plus c. And then again, the final step is to return the u value. So meaning, it'll be 5 raised to tangent x over ln 5 plus c. Okay? Which again, I believe are your answers as well, or is your answer as well. Okay? Yan. So this is correct. So all answers that was presented, if I'm not mistaken, are correct. Okay? Yan. Ano tayo? Okay, so now let's move on to, so again, those are the examples that we have for cases wherein we are dealing with exponential functions. Although we might encounter some other examples that ayun, well anyway, sige. So far, yun na yun. Yun na yung ating examples natin. Ano? And again, bibigyan ko naman kayo ng something to work on. Pero not today kasi as I explained to the other class kanina, nalimutan ko sa yung laptop ko and itatype natin yung mga pwede nyo pagpraktisan para makapag-practice kayo in doing this integration by substitution. Okay? Ayan, so now let's move on to the next group of function. Next group of formulas that we'll cover. So the next set of formulas that we'll talk about and how do we apply integration by substitution with them is the formulas that we use for trigonometric 8 formulas. Ngayon, ito namang formulas natin for trigonometric functions, these are not entirely new to everyone. Kasi these are the same formulas that we use with the derivatives. Binaliktad lang. Okay? Kasi kung maalala nyo, the formula that we have for the derivative, let's say we are asked to solve for the derivative of sine x, ang sagot nun ay cosine x. Ano? The derivative of cosine is negative sine x. The derivative of tangent is secant squared x. Okay? So, tandaan nyo? And so on and so forth. So, these are the formulas that we use in derivatives. Ngayon, sa integration, babaliktarin mo lang. So, ibig sabihin, ang integral ng cosine ay sine. Ang integral ng sine, pag gantong negative yun nasa right side, sa derivative, magiging negative lang din yung sagot niya. So, here, the integral of sine is negative cosine. Bakit negative? Kasi sa derivative, negative siya. Okay? Ang integral ng secant squared ay tangent x. So the formulas that we know with derivatives, babalik talit lang. That's how we get the 6 of the formulas already. Okay? So dito, wala na kayo masyadong sasauluhin except for the additional 2. Okay? Kuha ba natin? Kuha niyo ba? Kuha ba natin? Okay. So now let's move on to the set of formulas that I have been talking about. So these are the formulas that we'll use for trigonometric functions. Again, from here up to this part, ito yung binaliktad lang yung formulas natin for differentiation. Okay? Yan yon. Ang nadagdag lang talaga dito ay ito. Itong secant u du natin and the 1/4 cosecant u du. Okay? So pero ito again, yung binox natin, box ba to? Basta itong in-enclose natin ay yan yung mga formulas natin that we get from derivatives na binaliktad lang. Okay? Now again, ang process naman natin dito is just the same. Ganun pa rin. Pipili ng u, we'll solve for the derivative of u, substitute, integrate, and then ano nga yung last? Integrate, then substitute the value of u back to the original. Okay? So let's have one example. So bale, ganun pa rin ang gagawin natin. Answer one and then you'll answer the next one. Then ganun, palitan lang tayo para may participation din ang lahat. Okay? So let's start with this one. So dito, again, ang pinapractice natin dito is how to develop your developing your instinct and developing your your awareness kung paano pumili ng u. In this situation, very obvious naman siguro na ang u natin dito ay 1/4 y. Ano? So that will be our u. So that 1/4 y. Okay? Now, if we are to substitute u to 1/4 y, ang kailangan pa natin palitan ng in terms of u ay dy. So where do we get the substitution for dy? We'll get it from the derivative. So now let's solve for the derivative. The derivative of u is du, while the derivative of 1/4 y is 1/4 dy. Okay? Given that we don't really need the 1/4 kasi dy lang naman ang kailangan natin palitan, we don't need that 1/4 there. So what do you mean? That means we need to eliminate that. So how do we eliminate? We have two options. We have to divide. We may divide or we may multiply this by the reciprocal. And in this case, the reciprocal of 1/4 is 4. So we may multiply both sides of the equation by 4. Like 4 times du, that is 4 du. And then 4 times 1, able to cancel them out. So ang matitira na lang ay dy. Okay? So meaning, ang ipapalit natin sa dy ay 4 du. Okay, so same process as what we've been doing. The next thing to do is substitute. So let's substitute. So it'll be the integral of cosine. Again, instead of 1/4 y, it'll be replaced by u. And instead of dy, it'll be replaced by 4 du. So same thing as what we've been doing since before. Itong 4, since it is a constant, it should be brought outside. Kasi constant siya eh. And according to the constant multiple theorem, we're supposed to bring it out. So this will result to 4 du. Again, going back to the goal of integration by substitution, the goal of integration by substitution is for us to be able to apply the formulas. And how will we be able to apply the formulas? We'll be able to apply them if the given looks exactly the same as one of the formula. So ngayon, kung titingnan mo ito, the integral of cosine u du, this looks exactly like one of the formulas that was presented a while ago, which is this one. So meaning, pwede na natin i-apply ito, which will serve as its answer. Okay? So therefore, the integral of cosine u du is equivalent to sine u plus c, or again, the final answer will have to return the original value of u. So the final answer will be sine, 4 sine, ang u natin ay 1/4 y plus c. this is our final. So again, same process naman ito. Again, baka isipin nyo paulit-ulit naman tayo, pero ganun talaga eh. We're supposed to give you a lot of examples para again, masanay kayo. Pag nasanay na kayo, di, ayun. Okay na? Okay, so now let's move on to the next given. Okay, so itong next given, I will ask you to work on this just by using whatever we have learned so far. Okay? So try to figure out what the answer to this one is. So here we are given the integral of x cosine 1 minus 3x squared dx. So again, I feel ano yung kailangan natin paltan pa. Okay? So try to figure out what the answer is. And later on, after 2 minutes, you may type your answer on our message box. Okay? So again, try to figure out what the answer to this one is. And then once you're done, type your answer on our message box. Okay? Go. Okay, so again, if you have your answers ready, you may type your answer. Ay, meron na pala. Hindi pa pala ito yun. Okay, so again, if you have your answers ready, please type your answer. Okay, yan, meron tayong says. We have negative 1 over 6 sine 1 minus 3x squared plus c. Okay, so let's wait for the others to type theirs. And yan, dumadami na. Meron na tayong so far 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, ayan. While the others are typing their answers, so let's try to figure out what the answer to this one is. So again, ang yun natin dito is 1 minus 3x squared. Okay? Yan. And then again, aside from 1 minus 3x squared, we need a substitution kasi if we represent something by u, dapat lahat ay u. So ibig sabihin, itong x and the x, we need something to substitute it with. Okay? And where do we get it? We'll get it from the derivative. Okay? So the derivative of u will be represented by du, while the derivative of 1 minus 3x squared is negative 6x dx. Where again, we need a substitution for x dx. Lumabas man siya, ito siya, x dx. However, may kasama siya negative 6, so we don't need that negative 6 there. So we need to divide both sides by negative 6 para matanggal siya on that side. Kasi ang kailangan lang natin palitan ay x dx. Wala naman negative 6 siyang kasama, so we need to remove that negative 6 from that side. Okay? So meaning this will result to negative 1 over 6 du is equal to x dx. Okay? Yan. So meaning, ang x dx natin, we'll replace it with negative 1 over 6 du. Okay? So now let's substitute. So since we're done with the representations, we may now substitute. So it will be the integral of cosine, then 1 minus 3x squared will be represented by u, then x dx will be represented by negative 1 over 6 du. Okay? Given negative 1 over 6 is a constant, we may now bring it out. Bring it outside of the function or of the integral sign. Kasi by constant multiple theorem, we're supposed to bring out the constant. So it will be negative 1 over 6, the integral of cosine u du. And again, Going back to the actual goal of integration by substitution, the goal of integration by substitution is for us to be able to apply the formulas. Again, paulit-ulit ako, for retention naman ito. And para ma-apply natin ang formulas, the given should look exactly as the one in the formulas. Ngayon, kung titingnan mo itong cosine u du, eksaktong-eksakto na siya, nakaparehas nun sa formula natin. So we now apply the formula. By applying the formula, the integral of cosine u du will be equivalent to sine u plus c. Then the final answer will be negative 1 over 6 sine. Again, ibabalik natin yung original value, which is 1 minus 3x squared plus c. So this is our final answer. And as I see, your answers a while ago, they are the same. Parehas tayo ng sagot. Okay? Kahanap ko ba natin? So again, yun lang naman yun. Ang process naman natin, paulit-ulit lang, we are just giving you several cases na involve ang iba't ibang uri ng functions. Pero pare-parehas lang ating process. Okay? So let's move on to the next example. So let's say we are given ito, we are given the integral of cosine tangent z secant squared z dz. So following what we've been doing, I think will be our here, what is represented by u in this situation. Sa inyo palagay, anong iu natin dito? Yan, tangent z. That's correct. Okay? So, again, ang develop naman natin dito is your knowledge on how to identify u. And in this situation, since cosine tangent z is a composite function, dun tayo sa inner function. That is what will represent the u natin. And again, another consideration sa pagpili ng u, dapat pag pumili ka ng u, nilolook forward mo na yung tira lalabas sa derivative nun. Tulad dito, if we choose tangent z as our u, lalabas kaya itong tira na secant squared z dz sa derivative? Yun yung question that you may ask para makakapili kayo ng tama ng u. Paano? Kung the other way around naman, let's say secant squared z ang pinili natin, pag dinerivative pa natin to, lalabas kaya itong tangent z dz? So those are the considerations that you may take or that you may think about when you are choosing u. Okay, so that's one of the techniques that we use in identifying what will be represented is yung tangent z. So tangent z will be RU. And again, yung secant squared z dz, where do we get it? We'll get it from the derivative of that. So the derivative of u is du, while the derivative of tangent z is secant squared z dz. Okay, secant squared z dz. Nasakto-sakto naman. Ngayon, unlike the previous examples that we had na may mga alterations pa tayong ginawa, kasi hindi siya sakto, ngayon dahil sakto siya, we may just substitute integral of cosine, then again, tangent z will be u, tapos yung secant squared z dz ay magiging du. Which again, if you will look at the given, this looks exactly as the formula now. So we just apply the formula. So it will be sine u plus c, or again, the final answer will be sine. Ang u natin will be replaced by tangent z plus c. Okay? Yeah, so this is our final answer. Okay? Again, ito na may additional example lang. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Ito naman. Ito again, very obvious naman ang mga u natin so far. Ano? So ang u natin dito obviously is 2x minus 1. However, it looks different from the previous example na cosine, yung ating outer function. This time, ang outer function natin ay cosecant squared. Pero okay lang yun. Bakit? Kasi may formula naman tayo for cosecant squared. Ano? So, that's another consideration din when we are choosing u. Ano? Kapag kayo pumili ng u, you should at least look forward kung ano yung possible formula na pwede nating i-apply doon. Okay? Like dito, pipiliin natin yung 2x minus 1. So, supposedly, it will become cosecant squared u. So, do we have a formula for cosecant squared u? So, that's one consideration that we may apply kapag tayo namimili ng u. Kung kapag pinaltan ba natin ng u yung isang part, may formula kaya tayo na pwedeng i-apply doon sa magiging result. Okay? So in this situation, our u is 2x minus 1. And then of course, yung tira, which is the x, we'll get it from the derivative. So the derivative is 2 dx. However, dx lang kailangan natin, so we divide both sides by 2, and we'll get 1 half du is equal to dx, meaning dx will be substituted by 1 half du. So after the representations, the next thing to do is substitute. So it will be the integral of cosecant squared, 2x minus 1 will be replaced by u, and then dx will be replaced by 1 half du. Okay, given that this 1 half is a constant, we bring it out. So it will be 1 half the integral of cosecant squared u du. And again, the goal of integration by substitution ay mapagmukha na kapareha siya ng formula. Pag tinignan mo ito, may kapas na itong formula, which will lead us to the integral of cosecant squared u du, which is negative cotangent u plus c, or this negative when multiplied to 1 half will become negative 1 half. And then again, substituting the value of u back to the original, so it will be negative 1 half cotangent 2x minus 1 plus c. So this is our final answer. Okay? Yan. Kuha ba natin? So again, madami na tayong binigay na considerations kapag kayo namimili ng u. So ang padalawa, kapag tayo binigyan ng rational function, usually, yung denominator yung u natin. Pangatlo, um, usually, ang u natin is the one that is more complicated or the one that is of higher degree. Okay, especially when we are dealing with algebraic functions. Okay? Pang-apat, kapag tayo namimili ng u, dapat nilook forward natin na kapag ito ba ay pinili natin, yung tira ay lalabas sa derivative nito. Okay, so that's one question that you may ask yourself kapag namimili kayo ng u. And the last one is, when you choose a part of the function to be represented by u, you should look forward also kung meron bang formula na pwedeng i-apply kung ito ay gagawin nating u. Like in this situation, kung gagawin ba nating u itong 2x minus 1, may formula kaya tayo ma-apply with cosecant squared u? So if the answer is yes, so maybe the u representation that you chose is correct. Okay? So those are the considerations that we may choose in choosing kung alin yung magiging u natin. Okay tayo? Kuha ba natin? Kuha natin? Okay. So in this one, yan. So try to answer this one. Pero here, in solving for the derivative, we don't just simply apply the formula for e raised 1 half y. We need to apply chain rule of differentiation sa pagde-derivative nito. Okay? Ayaan nyo na. Ano? Kaya nyo yan. Dito lang, I feel like the only difficult thing that you encounter here is that we need to apply chain rule of differentiation in derivatives. In solving, or in step 2, doon sa pagsasolve ng derivative. Pero yung process natin, parehas pa din yan. Okay? So try to answer this in 2 minutes. Then after that, we'll move on to the next example. Okay? Go. 2 minutes. Once you have your answer, you may type your answer on our message box. Okay? So again, if you have your answers ready, you may type your answers on your message box. Pwede na, pwede na. Type nyo na if you already have the answer. Okay, yan. Meron ng isa. So we have negative 2 cotangent e raised to 1 half y plus c. Okay? Negative 2, same with the previous answer. Yan, parehas yung tatlo so far. Then, same thing, same thing, same thing. Okay, so let's see if that's the correct answer. Ano? So again, ang ating magiging u dito is, obviously, is e raised to 1 half y. Okay? Now again, if this will be substituted by u, ito pa ang kailangan natin palitan, yung e raised to 1 half y together with dy. And where do we get the substitution for that? We'll get the substitution for that from the derivative. Like the derivative of u is du, and the derivative of e raised to 1 half y following chain rule of differentiation is equivalent to 1 half e raised to 1 half y dy. Okay? So since we need a substitution for e raised to 1 half y at saka dy, lumabas naman siya. Ito yun, oh. Kaso may labis na 1 half, so we don't need that 1 half there. So we need to eliminate that 1 half. How? By division, o kaya you may multiply both sides by the reciprocal. So if you multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 1 half, it will be cancelled out. Ano? So 2 times du, that will lead us to 2 du. While 2 times 1 half, it will be cancelled out. We'll be left with e raised to 1 half y dy. So this means that e raised to 1 half y dy will be substituted by 2 du. Okay? So now let's solve, or now let's substitute rather. So it will be the integral of cosecant squared, then e raised to 1 half y is u, and then e raised to 1 half y dy will be 2 du. Given that 2 is a constant, we're supposed to bring it out, and leaving us with 2, the integral of cosecant squared u du. Okay? And then again, the goal of integration by substitution is for us to be able to apply the formulas. Okay? So ngayon, cosecant squared u du has a formula already, and that is that will result to negative cotangent u plus c. 2 times negative cotangent is negative 2 cotangent. Then again, yung u ay babalik natin sa original, which is e raised to 1 half y plus c, which is again the same answer that I saw from what you have posted on our on our message box. Okay? Yan. Kuha ba natin? Sa tama yun yung sagot. Okay na? Ano tayo? Ngayon, for the last example, ito, we may skip this one kasi ito na may parehas lang din ng isa. Ano? So let's focus on this one. Okay? So sa inyo palagay, based on what we've been doing so far, ito, kayo nang bahala pala dito sa isa example na ito. Kasi again, paulit-ulit naman to eh. I mean, this is the same example kasi that we have been doing since a while ago. So, same process lang din yan. Pero dito sa isang ito, I mean, same process pa rin siya, pero the derivative will be not the usual ones that we encounter. Okay? So, in this situation, what do you think will be our u? Sa inyo palagay, what will be our u here with this given? So, again, type your answer. Yeah, ln x. That's correct. So, our u is equivalent to ln x. Okay? Ngayon, if this was substituted by u, ang kailangan pa natin palitan ay dx at saka x, or you may consider them to be together, which will be read as dx over x. Bakit kailangan natin siyang i-consider na magkasama? Kasi when you solve for the derivative of ln x, ano ba ang derivative ng ln x? The derivative of ln x is, ano yan? Yan, 1 over x. Pero don't forget that you have to multiply everything here with dx. So the derivative of ln x is 1 over x dx, or dx may be multiplied to the numerator, leaving us with dx over x. Kuha niyo ba? Kuha ba natin? So meaning, itong buong dx over x na ito, papalitan natin siya ng du. Okay? Now, following the formula, next is substitution. So we'll have secant ln x will be represented by u, and then dx over x will be represented by du. Now, since this looks exactly as one of the formulas presented a while ago, we may now apply the formula wherein this will lead us to ln absolute value of secant u plus tangent u plus c, or ln absolute value of secant, ang u natin, it will be replaced by the original, which is ln x, plus tangent, it will be again replaced by the original, which is ln x again, plus c. This will be our final answer. Okay? Kuha ba natin? Kuha natin. So again, just remember the 5 things that I told you about sa pagpili ng U. Ano, pag na-master nyo ang pagpili ng U, sisiw na sa inyo itong integration by substitution. Kaya natin dinadamihan ang example again is to develop your senses and instincts on how to properly apply the said process. Okay? Yeah. So far, do you have any questions or clarifications about what was discussed? Or okay naman tayo? Okay, so since it's 10 minutes na lang before time, I don't think that's enough to discuss the next group of function. Pero yung next group of function natin ay ito, trigonometric function, inverse trigonometric functions at saka hyperbolic functions. Okay? Ayan. So, yan yung next natin na discussin on Friday. Tama ba? Friday na yung sunod, di ba? Okay. So, ayan. Pero online pa rin naman yan. And we'll try to cover everything. So, do you have any questions?